This morning, we're hearing exclusively from award-winning actor and activist MichaelJFox, ahead of his foundation's annual fundraiser this Saturday here in New York City. Fox was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 1991. He was just 29 years old. Now 62, he's lived with the disease for more than half his life. Since its creation back in 2000, the Michael J. Fox Foundation has funded nearly, check this number out, $2 billion worth of Parkinson's research. We caught up with Fox to talk about the evolving changes of living with the disease and the global impact of his foundation.
They didn't have money, they didn't have a voice, and I thought, well, I could step in for these people and raise some hell.
After more than 3 decades of living with Parkinson's disease, Michael J. Fox is raising a lot more than just hell.
It's impossible to put into words.
He's raising the bar and a whole lot of money for Parkinson's research. Earlier this year, a landmark clinical study led by his foundation discovered a biomarker, a protein found in spinal fluid that can help detect Parkinson's in patients, and in some cases, even years before the first symptoms of the disease appear.
It's like a cure, but it's a big spotlight on where we need to go and what we need to focus on. So we know we're on the right path, and we're very proud.
Parkinson's disease is a progressive brain disorder that over time can strip away a person's movement and speech. There is no cure. Have you had moments where you didn't always have this handsome smile on your face and things maybe seemed a little bleak and dark, and you found yourself battling what might seem like depression or uncertainty?
Yesterday at 3:57 in the afternoon. I mean, always.
Always? Really?
Always. The positivity is really sincere. I really feel it, and it's genuine. But it's hard fought. And it's hard won, I should say. This fear, we can find ways to just give ourselves a break, give ourselves credit and for getting through life on life's terms. And in order to do that, we have to stop and say, it's not that bad. It's not that bad.
Last time we talked, I learned a little bit more about you. I learned a little bit more about myself. And just right now, that was another moment where you were very honest, saying, yeah, yesterday I had those moments where things weren't.
Fear.
You had fear. And as an athlete with an ego and bravado, I hid that fear for a long time. And now I'm a little bit more open with myself and my family about when I am struggling, when things are dark. So I just want to say thank you for saying that.
Yeah, the opposite of fear is faith.
The whole idea is if you're true to yourself and you're true to the people that love you, everything's going to be okay.
And Fox's Corner for the last 35 years has been his biggest advocate, fan, and partner. His wife, Tracy Pollock, who he met on the set of Family Ties in 1985. What is it like to have her with you every step of the way?
Well, it's great for me. I don't know how it is for her, but you know, I love Tracy, and obviously, and she's an amazing person, and has gone through a lot.
So the most important question will remain: what will it take to eradicate this disease once and for all?
Then I realized that she has a life separate apart from me having Parkinson's, separate apart from me being Alex Keaton or Marty McFly. That she's a person, and I think that's why it's gone okay. I figured that out. Up top! I had no idea what to expect. Neither did she, but she kind of indicated to me by saying better or for worse. Sickness and health, that she was gonna hang out and get me through it, or go through it with me, and she has for 35 years.
For better, for worse, those words have a different meaning.
Like I would say, we knew the bus was coming, and it was gonna hit, but we didn't know how far away it was, and how fast it was going. So, it really, I mean, any time she would have been forgiven, to say, always just step out, but she didn't do that.
He's still fighting and still got a great sense of humor.
No doubt about it.
Still.
He has his sense of humor. And at the end, he said there, we knew that a bus was coming. We didn't know when or how fast it was coming before it hit us.
Wow.
And he's been living with that for so long, with his partner by his side. One thing I can say about him, he has dedicated his life to Parkinson's in the research. And he has done so much for the cause, and he's just getting started.
Does he feel optimistic? Do you get the sense of that?
He does.
I get the sense that he does.
This was a breakthrough in the medical space when it comes to the research for Parkinson's, finding these biomarkers which can identify this alpha-synuclein is what they call it, a protein that clumps up. And you can identify it earlier, which helps people with the rest of their lives.
Keeps getting better. I hope you keep checking in with him as well, Nate.
No doubt. And I'll just say this last thing. I said it to him, and I'll say it to the people, because there's a lot of people that are dealing with things that we don't know. His public fight gives millions private strength.
Yeah.
And we thank him for that.
Yeah, that's true.